no performance enhancing drugs, nothing. You just end up wasting a lot of money. I'm going to share with you a bonus secret. How to stop comparing yourself to others. Hi, I'm Coach Allison. If you're new to this page, welcome. I've gone through my own transformation over the past 8+ years, and I have helped hundreds of other women go from skinny fat to strong and curvy. Let's get into it. I'm going to be sharing with you 7 different things. It's going to help you minimize comparing yourself to others. Number 1 is to use the comparison as inspiration rather than a mechanism or tool to put yourself down. I remember I used to do this so much and just not realize that I was doing that. I would see someone's transformation and just think like, oh, why didn't I get that in like 8 weeks? It steals the joy and the gratitude that you can have and experience for yourself. And I saw that in my own transformation, and I would say that with a lot of the clients that I would take on. Number 2, natural or helped. So this is a nice way of putting it, but basically natural speaks for itself. They're completely natural, no makeup, no hair done, no performance enhancing drugs, nothing. Like, they're natural. And then helped is essentially I bucket everything with a Photoshop, surgery, Facetune, filters, makeup, hair done if I haven't mentioned that one, and also like the performance enhancing drugs. Somewhat hard, if not difficult and challenging, to actually see if someone is on these performance enhancing drugs or not. Also, for the women who they look like natural, like it's not obvious that like they're getting like masculine features or anything like that, but they are using it. There are people out there that do use this, and you see transformations that do use these. They don't disclose that they are using it, and it seems like it's just through the program or the nutrition program or something like that that they did, and in 8 weeks, amazing, they look like that. But in reality, yes, it might be part of the program and the nutrition, but it's also going to be the performance enhancing drugs. I'm not an expert on this topic in terms of performance enhancing drugs, but it is out there. It is used by some people in the industry, and I'm not looking down on it because there is a time and place when you use it. Like, for example, personally, I think that, in my opinion, if you are doing like competitive bodybuilding and you're going to compete at like the Arnold's, then yeah, for sure, like you're going to have a competitive edge, you're going to be taking performance enhancing drugs. But if you're just an everyday person, I really don't think that you should put your body through that, from just things that I've heard from people that are more experienced and more knowledgeable than I am. Number 3 is keep it real. What I mean by this is, do they still look like that? This, again, is something that I've personally experienced. Like, I would have a transformation in 12 weeks. And then after those 12 weeks, my body does not look like that anymore because I stopped doing the training, the 5-day training program that I had followed, and I stopped tracking my nutrition, and I just stopped doing all of that because it wasn't actually sustainable for my lifestyle. When you're going to do something, my philosophy is you might as well do the strategy that's going to work for you in the long term, rather than doing the strategy that is a quick fix and then it makes you gain back even more weight. These quick fixes do not last a long time, and you just end up wasting a lot of money, and I remember doing the same. Number 4, real versus fake. Are you comparing your normal, no makeup, no hair done, compared to someone's glamorous, their makeup done, their hair done, may also possibly be edited as well, and you're comparing the two, but they're not like for like? 1, you're both 2 different people, and 2, that is not fair. Number 5 is focus on you. What I mean by this is realizing that with your journey, you want to just focus solely on your journey. You can be more disciplined in that than getting distracted by everyone else's comparisons and things that they're doing. Focus on yourself. And the best way that I would go about this is, for me personally, every single year, you want your body to be stronger. You want your body to feel better, and you want your body and your physique to look better, right? And so that is only going to happen through intentional planning and action taking. Number 6 is, how long did it take them? Now, this is something that I have seen time and time again, where you might compare yourself, and I've compared myself to other women who have had this crazy transformation in like 4 weeks. And you just go, wow, like they dropped this much kilos in 4 weeks. Therefore, I can drop this much kilos in 4 weeks. But in reality, you don't actually have that much body fat to be able to drop that much in the first place. So it's an unfair comparison. Again, use it as inspiration, see that that person has had that transformation. But for yourself, realize that you can drop as much body fat as you can for your body type, but just be mindful of that. How long did it actually take for them to do that? It might be 8 weeks, it might be 12 weeks, it might be 6 months, or 12 months, or 2 years. But the shorter the results, the more drastic the approach, the more mindful you need to be of the after effect of it. Everyone's journey is different, but just remember that the journey that you take for yourself, it's going to take time. And number 7, be your best self. What this means is everyone is unique and different. God actually created all of us differently. And the thing is, though you might be different and unique, the principles that get you the result, and I'm going to share with you a bonus secret. It is the amazing transformations that you see, all those transformations that you see online. They are all done through 2 main principles. Or I can give you 3. I'll give you 2. Number 1, I won't hold out. I'll give you a third one as well. Number 1, main thing, nutrition. Anyone who has dropped a drastic amount of weight or has had an insane transformation in that they've dropped body fat, it has come down to calorie deficit. And what that means is the amount of calories they usually intake in a day and in a whole week and a whole month has been cut. Whether they know that or not, whether you know that or not, it is through a calorie deficit. The second thing is training. More so, strength and resistance training. Now, I'm not saying you need to do like 1 rep maxes. What I am saying is that you are in the gym, you're getting stronger, and there's purpose behind your training. You're following a program, and each week you're doing progressive overload. Simply put, your body is being challenged every single week. So little ways of progressive overload that you can take note of would be, let's say you did leg press. So you're going to do leg press and you do 4 sets of, say, 8 reps. Now, you do that for 4 weeks, then every week you try to increase the weight. But let's say in week 2, you can't seem to increase the weight. So you'll do the same amount of weight from week 1, but it feels easier. That means you're making progress. That's progressive overload in a nutshell. It's a little bit more complex than that, but just simply put, it is challenging your body every week and doing essentially the same program for a certain amount of time. Those 2 things alone will get someone's transformation. Now, the third thing that I'll throw in there is recovery. We often underestimate this, and recovery through the nutrition, right? Eating enough protein, enough carbs, enough fat. But sleep. Sleep is often underrated, but sleep is definitely going to help you recover from your training, from training that is going to be challenging, but it's also going to help create that change. Those are like the 3 things. It's very simple. Those are the principles, but it's a lot more complex in that when you look online, like there's all these different ways and stuff. And if you don't understand the principles, then you can fall into a lot of things that I fell into. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you enjoy that, make sure you give this a like. And if you want more, make sure you subscribe to this channel. I look forward to seeing you in my next video.